Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Chosen Lifelines for Men. My name is Walter Jennings from Chosen Life Specialists, where I have been called to challenge and, if necessary, partner with you in changing your motivation, mentality, and mettle. I want to talk to you today about being motivated by self-image. Self-image is the personal view or a mental picture that we have of ourselves. Now, the Cleveland Clinic defines self-image as an internal dictionary. I love that term. And the reason why is because if you looked in a dictionary gives you the definition of various terms. Well, in this particular aspect, you determine, as it relates the characteristics of yourself, what things that you deem as positive and negative about you. You get the choice to write and define your own dictionary about how you feel about yourself. So you describing the characteristics of yourself, including what does intelligence look like for you? How do you define beauty? What do you see as ugly? How do you define what is talent? What is talent? What is selfishness? What does it mean to be kind? So, although those things can be looked up in Webster's or Merriam-Webster, you get to define those things for yourself when we talk about self-image, and your definition when it comes to self-image is the only one that matters. These characteristics form a collective representation of our assets or our strengths and our liabilities or our weaknesses as to how we see them. And so our self-image is an important part of how we are able to govern ourselves in life and how we go about accomplishing our goals. And so self-image is a product of our learning. So we continually take in information and we evaluate ourselves in several areas such as physical appearance, performance, and relationships. So what's happening is that as we are going through life, we are redefining and defining what these various terms mean to us. And so we're constantly rewriting and establishing our own self-image based on our own terms. So that's why our perception of ourselves is so important that it's positive. So self-image is important because how we think of ourselves affects how we feel about ourselves and how we interact with other people and the world around us. So a positive self-image can boost our physical, mental, social, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It impacts all of those areas. On the other hand, a negative self-image can decrease our satisfaction and our ability to function in all of those various areas. So what we'll find is that when you have a negative image of yourself, it's going to make it that much harder to be fulfilled physically. It's going to make it that much harder for you to be able to appreciate some of the gains and the strides that you may be making in your profession or in your spiritual life or in your emotional life. That's part of the reason why for many of us, you're working hard and you're accomplishing so much, but you can't really appreciate it because you have a faulty definition of how you deem success to be, how it needs to look. And so the good news is that self-image is not permanently fixed. Part of our self-image is dynamic and changing. And so we can learn to develop a healthier and more accurate view of ourselves, thus challenging the disastrous perceptions that we see in the mirror. Self-image change occurs over a lifetime. So this is something that we never stop doing. From the time that we're born and become self-aware to the time that we pass away, we are constantly again defining and redefining our self-image. And so a healthy self-image starts with us learning to accept and love ourselves. And it also means learning how to be accepted and loved by other people. That means believing what people say about us. The challenge with that is, as long as you don't believe what is true about you, you will never be able to receive the truth from other people. So there are some specific steps that are important in helping to develop self-image. Number one, you want to take a self-image inventory. So you want to make sure that, first of all, you are clear about what is your definition of beauty. What is your definition of intelligence? So taking the time to break open your definition, your book, your dictionary about these various terms and how you resonate with them, and being able to know exactly how you define those things in your book. The next thing is that you want to make a list of your positive qualities. What are your positive attributes? What are your strengths? What are the great things that you bring to the table? What I like to say is, what is it that you contribute to the world that no one else does, or in a way that no one else can? So you want to make a list of those things, and you want to note those things, and you want to make sure that you're able to really identify them. Number three, ask significant others or people that you trust to describe your positive qualities. Now, when they do this, I want you to do something that's going to be very hard. Believe them. The people in your inner circle, the people that you love, the people that you trust to tell you the truth, when they express to you how they experience you, when they share with you how they see you, believe them and use that as one of the ways that you help to define some of the terms that are in your internal dictionary. Number four, and this is a tough one, refrain from comparing yourself to other people. Part of the challenge that people have is that their definition in their internal dictionary is actually influenced by what they see on TV, what they've experienced in society, or what they've heard from other people's dictionary. And so you want to be careful in allowing yourself to be influenced by comparing yourself to someone else's definition that they have in their internal dictionary. And lastly, define your personal goals and objectives that are reasonable and measurable. So you want to make sure that you set goals and objectives for yourself, but you also want to make sure that they are reasonable and measurable. Make sure that it's something that you can plot. So in 6 months, I want to accomplish this. In a year, I want to accomplish this. Now, do you want to have some outlandish, some impossible goals? Absolutely. You definitely want to do that, but you want to make sure that those things are also too paired together with some realistic and some measurable goals that you can actually keep track of. Listen, if you need help with partnering and identifying and establishing your goals, then reach out to me. I love to partner with you in that process. It's one of the things that is a part of my life's work in being able to partner with people in establishing their goals. Again, my name is Walter Jennings from Chosen Life Specialist, and I am here to partner with you in challenging your motivation, your mentality, and your mettle. So reach out to us at Chosen Life Specialist, book a session, and I'd love to speak with you soon. Thanks for tuning in.